All right, we're here in the American Print Supply Demo Print Center. We're going to be showcasing and doing a walk around of our son of a Gladiator. This is a 2-head turnkey DTF printing system, commercial built, compact footprint. It's a 17-inch A2 size film, built to fit in compact spaces. So this fits through a single wide door, 36-inch standard door, but still packs a lot of firepower. It uses the i3200 print head, and it's a shrunk down, essentially what this is a shrunk down version of our marquee product, the Gladiator, a 4-head DTF printing system. So we'll go over some of the common features and show how robust and bulletproof this platform is. And it's really a great addition to any embellishment shop, especially if you're doing apparel. The 17-inch film is ideal. You can do oversized graphics on it, get good film consumption. It uses all the same consumables as our big 4-head DTF printing systems. A lot of common components. We keep all the spare parts in stock here. And really an overall great platform. Right now we're printing at about 75 square foot an hour. So you can take a standard 12-inch by 12-inch design that would go on the front or the back of a t-shirt. You're going to be doing about 75 to 80 of those an hour. So really high output, even in a compact size footprint. All right, so we're going to start up top here and go through some of the features of the printer. So this is a bulk ink feed system. These are 1-liter tanks. So you top these off. They all have ink alarms, so when you get low, it'll beep at you. The white has an agitator. It stirs the white gently. We also have recirculation on the white. You'll see this tube here. This is actually recirculation coming from the white head manifold. We'll show that on the inside here in just a second. We've got our control panel up top. We've got our platen heat here. Everything on this machine is very accessible. So these panels easily pop off on the sides. To get access to the print area, we're just going to lift this up. Again, this is a 2-head system using the i3200 print head. Extremely robust print head, really great resolution, extremely durable. So in the 2-head configuration, we have a white and a color. So this is a CMYK machine. Again, you can see how accessible everything is here. This panel pops off. We can do any of our maintenance, our daily maintenance and our monthly and periodic maintenance. Vacuum platen to hold the film down so you don't have to worry about head strikes. On the left-hand side here, you can easily access the underside of the print carriage, do your maintenance, check out your print heads, inspect them. You can go ahead and pause this. Let's take a closer look here. All right, so there's our white. We've got our white dampers. We've got our color, CMYK, and here's your ink recirculation on the white. So out of this manifold, at the startup of every shift, so in the morning before we run the printer, we're going to run our ink circulation. And that's simply going to take white from this manifold and circulate it back into the tank up top here. And that's just to keep things fluid. We don't run the circulation while we're printing. We don't want to starve the white head of ink, so we turn that off and we just run it, 5-10 minutes at the start of every shift. Waste pumps down here. Look back behind. Here's our media holder and our tanks. Again, everything's very accessible. Stand is very sturdy. It doesn't sway when it's printing. This thing moves really fast for a small compact footprint. A lot of times with the smaller printers, the build quality is questionable. This is not the case here. This is why we call it the son of a Gladiator. It's just a scaled down version of our Gladiator printer, and it's built like a tank. So we're gonna move on to the duster here. All right, so continuing on here, let's talk about the duster. And that's what really makes this thing so special. You have space constraints. Well, this is gonna fit through your standard 36-inch door. And it's got all the same great features as our big 4-head Gladiator on a 24-inch film. So we've got our powder chamber here. The film's going to feed down into the powder chamber. It's on a timer, so it's going to drop film or sorry, excuse me, drop powder periodically. We've got our powder clear, and then powered conveyor that's going to go through the cure tunnel. All right. So you see the powder dropping down on a periodic timer, and then a simple powder clear is going to knock the powder off before it goes into the curing oven. So this oven is purpose-built for this machine, so it's built to match the speed, so we're going to get a perfectly cured transfer on the backside. We've got our take-up reel down here, cooling fans. So you can run this with or without a take-up reel. Really kind of depends on your operation and what best suits you. If we were doing true roll-to-roll, we'd just roll this up on here on a core, and it would wind itself up. And you wouldn't have to touch it until you complete the job. You could print all day on that one roll. So this has a built-in exhaust fan. So the fumes from the oven itself are getting pulled down by the exhaust fan and then out. So you could go into a fume extractor or you could exhaust right out of the building. That's a really, really great feature on this. A lot of these smaller dusters, all they have is just a vertical vent cap with no fan. So then the fumes, if you don't have a forced ventilation, the fumes just go out into the room. Powder recirculation on this. So what do I mean by that? So the excess powder that gets knocked off in the powder chamber in here, it's actually going to drop down into the bin, and then there's a vertical spiral that's actually going to bring this powder up and over. So you really don't have to load this thing with powder very often. It's going to go down in the bin and recirculate. So once you have this thing loaded up, you're good for a while. So really getting you close to unattended printing, meaning I'm just worried about keeping this thing fed because it prints so fast, and I don't have to worry about constantly adding powder and checking for everything like that. Again, with the 17-inch film, this is really ideal for apparel. This comes with CADLink B11, so it's a digital factory Fiery product. It's a great rip software, and it also comes with all the print drivers. So everything you're gonna need, turnkey in a box. By the time we're done with installation and training on this unit, you'll be able to print production jobs and immediately start making money with this machine. One last final walk around here. So in summary, this is a great entry-level machine, but still commercial duty. It's easy to run, it's easy to maintain, it's easy to operate, low maintenance costs. Your cost per square foot is extremely, extremely economical on this. Less than 45 cents a square foot on average. Film, ink, and powder. This makes a great entry-level DTF machine. Or if you're space constraint, you can run this and still compete with the 24-inch unit on a 17-inch platform. Really, really great product. We love seeing these machines out in the field. Reach out to us if you have any questions. American Print and Supply, 309-328-8767. Happy to help.